What we're developing in our Gestalt psychotherapy training is access to and capacity to be with ourselves. You could say that for a Gestalt therapist, tool, their experience, here in our experience is the main tool. We're not teaching to people's brains, but I like to think of it, we're teaching to people's seat. We're teaching them to put something underneath them so they've got something to ground. But we're not trying to teach them the answers. We're not trying to create experts. It's not about expertise. And equally, it's not about skills. Although, of course, our program has skills and there are skills to learn, but it's not a skills-based training. It's not an expertise-based training. It's a person of the therapist-based training. And that, I think, it is sort of fundamentally different, because lots of what is being taught at the moment are brief courses, skills-based courses. They're what to do training. And other training is definitely in the territory of knowing a lot about things. And there's not necessarily that underlying bedrock, foundational understanding of what it is to be human and what it is to sit with another human. Really try to not give in to the seduction of knowing what to do, to stay with being with what is. I think it's transformational. Yeah.
For me, having a particularly challenging developmental history, Gestalt gave me the gift of understanding how I turn up in certain ways, and it helped me to de-pathologise who I was. I think there was a lot of introspection that was unhelpful, and Gestalt training has helped me to unravel that and deepen my self-understanding, deepen my capacity for relationship, and given me appreciation for context that flows into my work. I work in a lot of different workplaces. I'm a career development practitioner, a mentor, an industry consultant, and again I have this gift of offering people an understanding of context that Gestalt has gifted me, and I can see how it de-pathologizes for other people as well.
I felt like completely welcome. That's who I am in this space. I'm still kind of fearful of like saying things or being angry or showing the edges of me, but there's still fear when I do that. But in general, I never felt so kind of included and so safe and so supported. A lot of the times I sit in the course and they kind of like I just want to cry, because it's just like a wonderful course, a wonderful setup, and the people are amazing, and the setup is amazing. Yeah, it's just feel like living a dream, like studying here.
My experience in my group it was such brilliant, genuine, and warm people that I experienced, and not just in my own group, and also in the whole school. I just wonder. I mean, there are really good people everywhere, but just such a high density concentration. Yeah, so it's like that is like in a dream. For me, it's like having a warm bath. That's the metaphor I use. Every time when I came here, it's like really having a warm bath for myself. Yeah. So I really think that experience you can't get anywhere else.
Something significant to mention about the way the space is organised in the group. Like we have never sat in rows looking at a presenter. It's in circle. It mirrors the non-hierarchical nature of the practice and the theory. We're all here as equals. Very potent about a mode of learning where you're really being like, forced is not the right word, but directed to spend time in closeness with people whom you may be afraid of or attracted to or weirded out by, and just to be present with what's going on. And all this experiential practice is the driving thing. It has been so transformative in every dimension of who I am and who I show up as and who I am in the world. It's been massive. I was terrified when I started because I have spent my whole life in my head, and doing something so body and heart centered was so much imposter syndrome about, can I do this? And in a career my whole life where mastery is part of the job, and you get to be an expert at what you do. And the thing about this work is that there is no experts. There is no such thing as expertise. It's all about the surrender to the unknown, and that's been really big for me, but also really healing. And I have so much gratitude for all of the supports I've had that have made it possible. If you are considering it, then know that whatever good you're wanting to do in the world that's motivating you to be thinking about it, your capacity to do that work will be dramatically improved by being in this course.